Virginia Tech is on the bus. In fact, I think they just got to the ATL. And there is Liz Kitley, fresh off last night's game winner. Liz, first of all, congratulations on the win. And before we get into the game and everything else that you've accomplished, you're on the team bus. You guys just rolled into Georgia Tech in the ATL. Show everybody what the crew looks like. What's that team look like after last night's big win? Go ahead. There they are.
There's Kayla Taylor. There's Taylor Soul, Chloe, Kayla, Georgia. Where's Mo? Mo's. Oh.
I love it. I love it. Well, I figured by the time they pulled in, I mean, the last thing I wanted you to do is be by yourself on the bus. So I figured the least we could do is give a assist to everybody on the team, right? Least we could do.
Oh, I made them stay. Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's talk about last night. Man alive, you guys are playing lights out, man. Nobody in the league is playing better than Virginia Tech. What did that feel like last night? I mean, you've accomplished a lot of things in your career, but to be able to come from behind the way you did, the way this team's playing so well, and you make the big game winner, I mean, that had to feel great last night.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun, definitely, because, we played pretty poorly the first quarter or so, and we dug ourselves in a hole a bit, but I think what's so special about this team is that I was always confident that we were going to be able to make the comeback. And we just have a lot of fun playing together. So, yeah, I'm glad that it was this group that we were able to do it with.
All right, so are you catching all kinds of grief right now doing this interview in front of everybody? I can already tell the laughing going on. So you tell me, what's going on in the background?
They just were all exiting, but they were patting my leg as they went and trying to distract me. But I'm doing my best to stay focused.
Well, listen, after last night with 2 seconds to go, I mean, if that wasn't a distraction, your teammates getting off the bus will be a piece of cake. That's not going to be a factor to you whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm locked in. It's all good.
That's it. This team seems like they're locked in. I mean, your schedule down the stretch has been no joke. I mean, it'd be one thing to say, listen, yeah, we're on a 6, 7, 8, 9 game winning streak, but you really haven't played anybody. You've gone through a murderous schedule. I mean, this has been unbelievable. And yet, here you are playing the best basketball of anybody in February. What's been the difference with this team?
Yeah, I think in this last part of our ACC schedule, we've really just kind of gotten to know each other better. I think we've been playing together a lot better than we were in the beginning of the season. And I think we've just been playing with a lot more confidence also, which has definitely translated on the court with our success. Yeah.
I know that the key is to obviously peak at the right time. It feels like Virginia Tech women's basketball is peaking at the right time as we're getting ready to jump into March next week.
Yeah, no, we feel that way also. We definitely know that the last few games are the best that we've played this year, and hopefully we'll just continue on that path and take it into tournament time because, yeah, we have high expectations going into next week.
By the way, we saw a picture of your dad going nuts in the stands last night, and he knows a little bit about playing competitive basketball at a high level. That had to be pretty cool. You have a chance to hook up with him after the game last night?
Yeah. It's so funny. He's loving his bit in that video. He appreciates all the messages and everything. Thanks to everyone making him feel famous. He's loving it. So.
Well, he's living vicariously through you and this team right now, and I know he was thrilled last night watching him make that shot. You mentioned you guys got off to a slow start last night, and really this was a really important game for North Carolina too. It does show the mental toughness of this team to go, okay, we're on the road, crowd's on our case, North Carolina's gotten off to a good start, now let's go get to work, right? I mean, the mental part of this, a lot of times people don't pay attention to, but I think it does tell you exactly where this team is. You mentioned being focused and dialed in, and that was obviously the case last night.
Yeah, I think that's just also shows our experience. We're a pretty much mostly senior-led and, grad transfer team. Like, we just have a lot of minutes played under our belts. So I think it showed in that moment because a lot of us have been in that situation before, and we just wanted to use our experience as a way to help us. And I think it helped us pull out the game.
1,888 points. I'm sure when you got to Virginia Tech, that's probably weren't even thinking about such stuff, but that's a pretty cool deal. All-time leading scorer, and there's been some terrific talent there. I mean, that's a really impressive stat.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I wasn't, focused on that at all, but it's cool to be recognized and just uh, I don't know, like Asia Shepherd, who I passed. I got to play with her for 3 years, and it was just awesome to learn so much from her. So credit to her for showing me a lot of stuff, and to all my teammates that literally ever gave me the ball. I wouldn't be anywhere without them. So yeah, it's cool.
Georgia Amor is having fun with you on Twitter about the Gallup. You want to talk about that a second?
I don't. I unfortunately didn't have anything planned out. I didn't know that was going to happen. So otherwise, I would have done something a lot cooler. But unfortunately, I did not. But that was just my inner self, I guess. That's my purest form reaction.
So, I mean, is that something new, or are they just starting to pick on you because you're doing so many things right? They're like, we got to find a flaw somewhere, right? Is that what that is?
No, I wouldn't blame them, because if it was any of my teammates that did that, I would have been picking on them too. So it's all good.
So what's going on with the podcast? We still rocking and rolling with that too, away from the game?
We are. I think we've done like 11 episodes. We'll do another one soon. We're trying to stay on it, but yeah, we're just having a lot of fun with that, and that's what's most important to us. So it's cool to just talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, Lizzie, it seems like this team is having fun, right? I mean, you mentioned the experience, and again, Kenny Brooks gets a lot of credit too, being able to put the right pieces together as a team and the head coach. But when you guys are playing, you can just watch you guys play. I mean, it just looks like you understand, number one, what we're doing, and number two, we're having a great time. Of course, winning helps. But other than that, I mean, you guys look like you're just thoroughly enjoying the entire process.
Oh yeah, I definitely say that we are, especially now that we're like playing well. It's a bit easier to have fun than when we're not doing our best. So I think that's a big part of it. But also they go hand in hand. When we play well, we have fun, and when we have fun, we play well. So.
What was the message from Kenny Brooks after the win last night?
Good question. I think we all probably blacked out in the locker room. Probably just saying that was a tough, gritty win. We played really bad. He made us know that, which we fully deserved. But it just showed our grit that we came out and were able to get the win, despite how we played.
When you have a game like that, Liz, where the team doesn't give you the A effort, but you still find a way to win on the road, in some respects, some of those kind of games are more meaningful than, hey, you hit on all cylinders and no matter what you did, it was going to go in. When you find ways to win, when you know it wasn't the A effort, I think that sometimes becomes a better learning experience than when everything works out perfecto and you beat somebody by 25 points.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that just shows the growth of the program too, because we've been in that situation a lot of times before over the last few years, and we haven't been able to pull out the win. So for us to, not play our best, but then be able to scrap and find ways to, make it work, it just shows how much better we've gotten as a program and individually.
Liz, when you have a game like this last night and you make the shot, especially a game winner at the buzzer on the road, how long does it take for you to calm down? I mean, it was like getting to sleep last night. Was that one of those, hey, that play just keeps going over my head 100,000 times and I just can't sleep? Or you mention the experience, has it reached the point now where it's like, well, you know what, I expected to make the shot. We did. We win the game. Let's move on and get to Atlanta ASAP. How does that work for you?
I never can sleep after games. My mind just goes through everything, good plays, bad plays. It's just so active. I cannot really rest. So there was no difference in last night. I couldn't sleep very well, but that's nothing new.
So how do you combat that? Because I'm a terrible sleeper. I mean, I get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night and call it, hey, that's a full night of sleep. So how do you combat that when you have a game like that?
I watched Friends to try and just like relax my mind, and then I turned it off and made myself stare in the dark for a little bit.
So you want Aaron Rodgers on us, huh? You just went into a dark, deep place to say, hey, no noise, no anything. I'm just going to zap out and just catch everybody later. That's what we do.
It still takes like 20, 30 minutes, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever works, man. All right, so you get down to Atlanta. So tell us kind of what's now the team's already left you. I'm assuming you're by yourself on the bus, right? You're going to be the last one that gets in a room. So what's the rest of the week look like now, knowing that, hey, Sunday's an important day? You'll probably do a little scoreboard watching. You're locked and loaded for the double bye. You could be a co-ACC regular season champ if everything falls into place. What's the rest of the weekend look like?
Um, I think we're gonna go to the mall tonight, so that'll be fun. We're gonna go to dinner, and probably just enjoy yesterday's win for one more day, and then tomorrow we'll get ready for Georgia Tech.
All right, so when you guys go to the mall, and I'm assuming it's not just you, it's you and the team, right? It's going to be a group.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
get looks? Do you have people come up for autographs? Do you have, I mean, do you get a sense that, hey, people are staring at us, are you oblivious to all of that now?
Um, that's more, I get that my entire life just for being tall, so I don't know if it's any more when I'm with the team, maybe, because there's a lot of us, but yeah, I'm just used to that getting looked at.
Well, listen, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'll let you hook up with your guys and the whole routine. But again, congratulations on number one, your career. And I've told you this before. You've always handled yourself with class. You're easy to root for. Your team's easy to root for. Kenny Brooks, a great guy on top of that. But man, your team's just playing so well at the right time. And I know the NCAA came out with their list. And I know you're not worried about 2 seeds, 3 seeds, and all that stuff. You're only worried about Georgia Tech. But you've been a joy to watch play, and you handle yourself the right way. And again, wish you nothing but the best of luck for not only the rest of the regular season, but hopefully we'll see you next week in Greensboro.
Yeah, thank you so much.